Hey Kylie, I don't really feel like editing a video today, so I'm just gonna do this in one short go. So I have some notes in front of me. If I look down, I'm just looking at my notes to make sure I stay on track so this video doesn't get too long. So I wanted to talk about, in light of the whole Nash Greer situation that's recently come up, and, sorry, I'm, like, shaky, but in light of the whole, Nash Greer situation with a Vine that he made, that basically says that AIDS testing, or, AIDS is purely a gay disease, and he uses a very awful homophobic slur. I really want to talk about it because I feel like we're talking about it a lot, but I feel like we're not talking about some of the really important implications of seeing people like Nash Greer on YouTube, especially because Nash Greer has such a huge, huge audience. He's the most subscribed person on Vine, and he's also very heavily subscribed to on YouTube, and so I just want to talk about, like, the implications of Vine culture coming to YouTube, and it's something I'm honestly really worried about. So Rachel Whitehurst, who is one of my favorite people ever, on Tumblr she made a post that basically said, why is it that VidCon this year featured, sex abusers and rapists as special guests and panelists, and, why is it that, the authorities on VidCon and, people on YouTube who create these communities, they say, like, well, we don't tolerate this kind of behavior, but at the same time, they're being treated as celebrities. They've got special guest spots, they are on panels, they get to talk to people, they get to go out and meet people when really they shouldn't have any of their behavior tolerated, but these are people who have spewed really nasty behavior, and specifically Nash Greer is a very problematic person. He created a video a while ago called What Guys Look For in Girls, where, he got a bunch of his buddies together and told girls that they need to have a personality, whatever that means, and they need to shave their arms, and it's all this ridiculous, ridiculous bullshit. And recently he made a very homophobic Vine about gay people and how, like, well, it's not about gay people, it's about, he took clips from an ad for AIDS testing, like a public service announcement for AIDS testing, and it says it's not just a gay thing. AIDS testing is not just a gay thing. Which, frankly, it's really not. It's really, really not. AIDS is something that happens to... It could happen to anyone. Anyone could contract HIV and it could become AIDS. It's just, you have to understand that Nash Greer spread this information that was really wrong by saying, yes, it is, and then he said a really nasty homophobic slur. And honestly, I'm worried because Nash Greer got his start on Vine, and so it worries me that there are Viners that are racist and homophobic and sexist and, perpetuate rape culture. It's just the problem is Vine is the kind of environment where that kind of thing is celebrated, unfortunately. Now, granted, Vine does have a lot of they have, like, artistic stuff and horror vines and really interesting other things. They have music vines that are really nice, but I'm talking specifically about the humor community. There are some people who don't buy into that thing and are really big anyway on Vine, but the problem is on Vine, a lot of sexist, racist, homophobic, and, really nasty, problematic behavior is celebrated by people subscribing and being like, oh, lol, it's so true, but, it's problematic. It puts people in corners and gives them stereotypes, and, it dehumanizes people when when you are racist or sexist or homophobic, you're placing a stereotype on a person and you're making them less of a person. So I am really concerned about, people from Vine coming over to YouTube from the humor community that are not the kind of people that encourage a safe and accepting environment on YouTube, which I think is basically what everybody wants. I know the Vlogbrothers talk all the time about that, and Hank Green even commented on what guys look for in girls and said, you need to think more about your audience, and what you're saying is abusive to your female audience, and I totally believe that wholeheartedly. And I'm really happy that Tyler Oakley and Hank Green and other YouTubers have spoken up, but it still kind of makes me sick to my stomach. Like, it really makes me sick when I see people like Shane Dawson, who did blackface in his videos, and he's very openly racist, never apologizes for any of his videos that he's made. He makes very sexist videos, he perpetuates rape culture, and yet he is celebrated on You Deserve a Drink. And frankly, I don't think racists and sexists and misogynists deserve a drink all that much. And it pains me to think that, like, Nash Greer, could have been featured in maybe Hannah Hart's videos or Heartbeat. I mean, I know they're smart enough not to let him on, especially after what guys look for in girls, but it just pains me to think that, any of these problematic people, Joey Graceffa, who used blackface in a video, and all he said about it was that he was embarrassed. He never apologized. He never really apologized or even acknowledged that it was wrong or racist of him to do, but he still was like, oh, I'm so embarrassed, this was an embarrassing video, and frankly, that's not good enough. So, yeah, I just wanted to start this conversation a little bit, and, I'm really wondering if what are we going to do about the tolerance of problematic behavior on YouTube? How are we going to show that we don't tolerate this kind of behavior? And what can we do to keep each other in check? Like, there are problematic people that are featured in so many famous people's videos every day. I'm worried that, problematic people are going to start invading safe spaces for other people. Like, I really don't want Nash Greer to be someone that young LGBT plus youth will look to. And, that makes me uncomfortable that he's an icon, and it makes me uncomfortable to think of, so many people loving YouTubers that are seriously problematic people, and they don't apologize for their actions, and when they apologize, they don't acknowledge they were wrong, and they don't change their behavior. So, I want to know what you guys think. Leave any comments down below. I look forward to seeing what you have to say about this, Kylie, because I know you might have some thoughts, especially because I've been just posting it on Tumblr because it makes me angry. But I love you so much, and I will see you guys later. Bye!